Hi, good evening. I'll try to do this a little bit different than I typically do, but I'd like to ask the audience a question first. And just with a show of hands, how many of you strongly believe that children in Newtown, all children in Newtown, are learning skills that will help enable them to advance to college and careers after graduating high school? Just get a show of hands. If you believe that, strongly believe that Newtown children are going to be prepared. Oh, no, leave your hands up for that. Okay. I need those folks over there to keep their hands out. Everybody else here, put your hands down. Okay, with the special ed survey that was put out recently, that's the amount of parents of students with disabilities who believe that same question. That's part of why I'm running. We need to look at and help our students with disabilities, our parents, our families, promote these students' education, because they are the ones who are going to be paying taxes in the future and helping our town move forward, helping our communities move forward, and also more importantly, choosing our nursing homes. So I want to make sure that we can help these students move on with their lives too. Thank you. Hi, so listening to what other folks are saying, we hear a lot about the board needs to focus on policy. And we're going to have a detailed list of that, so I really won't need to go into that again. But one thing I think is important is that the Board of Ed needs to get off the balcony and be the choreographer for the dance. And I think that's a big issue right now, that the Board of Ed needs to lead and look at the values, the culture of the community, and then teach those values to our top brass. Top brass, or superintendent, assistant superintendent, business director, they get their direction from the board. Looking at teaching them what we value as a town is going to help them then deliver what we think is best for our children. On a day-to-day basis, it really depends upon the level of trust that's going on with the board and the top brass at any given time. We need to take a very close look at things that are happening within the district, what the community is saying, and if there is a disconnect between what is happening in the community and what is happening in our school system. And the board needs to set that direction. We need to change the song and have a different dance. I keep stealing your metaphors, I like it. But one of the things I think we need to look at when we talk about board policy is looking at curriculum development. As the state moves to the Common Core of Standards, which 44 other states have decided to do, we need to also look at building in modifications into that curriculum. So we're looking at students with disabilities, we're looking at students who are gifted and talented, we can push them in different directions, give them the supports that they need, give teachers and involve teachers in this sort of curriculum development, bring in the special education teachers. They're the experts in differentiation, they're the experts in modifying that curriculum. Get them involved in all curriculum development so they can give other teachers a guideline to follow when somebody says we need to modify this for this student in any direction. I think that's something the board should look at setting as a policy when we're talking about specific policies. The top objective for the board, I think, always has to be maintaining the trust of the community. Building that trust with every stakeholder in town. We are all stakeholders, whether we have children in this system or not. These are very personal decisions that are going to be affecting us in the years to come. Our children now that are in the school system are going to be our taxpayers tomorrow. We have to get them ready for that. We have to get them ready to participate in the community to the full extent that they can. Rebuilding that trust is the key to that. So that the community sees what is going on in the school and says, yes, that's why I'm here. This is a reflection of me, of my beliefs, of what I want my children to experience. Part of one of the questions is looking at aspects of preservation and enhancing. There's a lot of amazing things happening now in the school districts. As Veterans Day approaches, a lot of people are concerned about, why Veterans Day why is that a school day? Many of the schools do some smaller things. Sandy Hook School, where my children have been and one still is, invites veterans in the morning for a little breakfast. My father and my father-in-law both served. I served in the Army National Guard. This is something that needs to be enhanced and brought out more. Looking at what Veterans Day means, teaching Veterans Day, teaching things about veteran issues, especially at the high school level when we have students who are going to be serving in our military. How can we honor them and their choices that they made and the people who have come and gone before them? So these are the types of things I would like to do as a member of the board. Thank you.